Welcome back to Sister Circle Live. We always enjoy having some Mars versus Venus talk down to the circle. And today we're joined by Dabrina Jackson Gandy, a relationship coach and author of the best-selling book, The Love Lies. And she's here to share some strategies on how men and women can effectively communicate. Welcome to the show, Dabrina.
Thank you.
Yes, we're excited to have you.
I say you're glowing, Miss
Yes,
Dabrina.
you are.
Make sure I get the light at this table.
Trying to keep up.
Yes.
Trying to keep up.
You're looking good.
Okay, now let's just get right on into the nitty-gritty of this. It's often said that communication is key. Okay, we know that. I try to tell my husband this all the time, but he don't listen to me. But we often see a lot of communication breakdowns between the man and the woman, especially. I mean, all relationships have breakdowns, but especially between the man and the woman. What do you think is the key factor going on here?
Well, you know, there's this adage that communication is the key, but it's not true, right? Because most of us can speak, most of us can articulate, but it's that men and women have a different style and pattern of communication. So you may say something to your husband, you think you're being clear, you even check with your girlfriend, aren't I being clear, honey? And then he still is not responding the way you want or doing, you know, whatever the behavior is. So we often are speaking in concepts instead of giving him actions or being sure action is in the language. So, or we will infer. So the garbage is full, and we might say, wow, that garbage is really full, honey. And he'll say, yeah, it is.
Sure is.
That's the fact.
I saw it too.
But you now need to give him an action. Would you take the garbage out after you watch the game?
We gotta say it though. It should be. Okay, we have to say
Love
the
light
action.
number 8, he should already know. Don't assume. Men just need you to let them know. They love taking action. They love pleasing us.
Okay.
So just let them know what you want them to do.
Got it.
Not think, why should I have to ask him?
You're right.
That's just what works
But the
for
trash
men.
needs to be changed, though.
But what?
The trash needs to be changed.
So just ask him to do it and he will. But don't assume or infer or drop hints or get passive aggressive about
Okay,
it.
well, wait a minute. What if you say, look here, the garbage is full. Can you take the garbage out? And if you say it real nice and everything, and then they'd be like, okay, and then like an hour go by, and then the garbage still.
You can't throw anything away after an hour.
Well, hang on, first of all.
People are gonna throw the garbage in another garbage just to not take it out.
But listen, when you make a request of a man, don't say can. That means capability. It's not about can he. It's would you or will you. And then because the garbage may be important to you does not mean it's at the top of his priority list. You may have to remind him.
She's early.
But that's kind of symbolic, the trash.
Yeah.
But it may be important to you, but not as important to him. So
Right.
you may have to remind him.
Well, you have terms when it comes to communication with men and women. You call it manese and womanese.
Yes.
I
Yes.
guess I don't technically speak manese because if the trash needs to be taken out, and if I see that the trash needs to be taken out, you can obviously see that the trash needs to be taken out. So why should I have to even ask you to take out the trash when it's full?
So here's the thing. Do we want to be right or do we want to do what works?
And taking out the trash works.
No, so communicating in a way for him to do it, he's not frustrated, you're not irritated, you stay relaxed, you get the action you want, and then he wants to do more action for you versus getting irritated and checking out, which is what many men do.
So tell us how to speak manese.
Wonderful. So one is we have to learn how to make requests because when we talk to our girlfriends, we infer. So if I was talking to Rashawn and I said, wow, it has been a long time since we went to that little favorite restaurant we used to go to when we were, you know, became friends first, and you'd say, well, girl, let's go. Right. Infer. I don't have to say it.
Right.
Then if I was talking to a man, I say, you know, gosh, it's been a long time since we went to that favorite place when we first started dating. He goes, it has been a while. That's what a man would say. So you want to just make requests. Would you take me to that place? Of course, honey. Of course. So it seems minor.
That's a lot. No, it's not. That sounds like a lot.
No, it's about getting what you want with more ease and not having to repeat things and staying in your sweetness.
I have to take the quad seat on this one, y'all, because I'm just like, that's just a lot to have to deal with.
I'm gonna have to be like, can you take us to that place at 5:00 p.m. on Tuesday, January 6th? Yeah, in 37 seconds. And these are the directions, and will you go? Like, I'm gonna have to put a timer on them, a stopwatch. Because I could tell my husband one thing, he'd be like, yeah, that's a good idea, we're going to go. And then, like, it never happened.
Well, it might be new behavior for him to set up the date. That's okay.
That's what I'm going to have to do.
Patience.
Put a timer on this.
Let's talk about this amazing book before we go. revelations that will transform your relationships and enrich your love.
Love lives.
What is your number one, do you think, out of these 10 revelations, if you had to pick one?
Oh my
All of them
gosh.
are so juicy, huh?
A man does not complete you.
Then there's that.
Everything in the love relationships culture in our country says, get a man so you can be happy, get a man so you can be complete. And we're waiting to exhale until we get a man.
That's real good, Miss Debrina. I
That
love
was
this.
a good on note to end
We have
on.
to have you back.
Definitely.
Because
Yes,
so
we
we
do.
could talk a little bit more. But thank you again for being here.
Thank
and
you.
please make sure you pick up the Love Lies 10 Revelations that will transform your relationships and enrich your love life on Amazon.com. Miss Debrina Gandy, thank you so much. We appreciate your love.
If you see the trash needs to be changed,